This is a video chart presentation of Novatel Wireless. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker NVTL. You can see Novatel has fallen pretty hard lately, from up around $3.40 in January down to current levels around $1.50. In short, everything's looking pretty bearish for this chart, and this is indeed a true bottom play where we're going to look for a support at $1.50. But there's something in the MACD that I want to talk about, and it's the sole reason for picking this chart and putting it on radar going forward. And that's the fact that since this MACD, during this first fall, back in November and December of last year, the MACD's been trending upward, progressively making higher lows as the stock price has been trending down. That's called a positive divergence, and it's something that we want to pay attention to, importantly, if this $1.50 mark can hold as support. Now, there's not a lot to say about the slow stow. It's bottomed out, moving up just a little bit right now. That's some extremely early on signs of some momentum building, but in and amongst itself, nowhere near enough to go on. Same way with the money flow index, down low, been downtrending for a month. Little bit of a turn recently, but again very early. As far as these lower indicators that we're looking at, it's this upward trend in the MACD, potentially a short-term bullish cross, and then ideally looking for the break of zero to indicate a strengthening bullish trend, similar to through here, where you can see what happened with the stock price when the MACD was trending back towards zero, then made the break, stock price had a nice pop. So we'll be looking for that break of zero, and ultimately a higher high in the MACD to put together an upward channel. Much like the full stow and MFI, not a lot to speak of going on with the RSI, just recently coming out of oversold territory, but still only registering a 34. It's a very low reading, not much momentum at all in the play. Of course, that's pretty clear to see with no upward pressure coming in the last month. Now, as I mentioned, this $1.50 mark is going to be important. It's the bottom support that we want to see stay intact, because you can see there's no other support below it. For us, if that's broken, it'd be a walk away from it, watch how it sets up, potentially look for a bounce later on. But the safe way to play it, with it closing at $1.58 on Thursday, is to use that lonely level of support as a stop loss. To the resistance side of things, I'd look right around this 20-day moving average, which is at $1.71, and potentially even a little bit higher, right up around $1.75 for the first resistance to come into play, and I'd expect it to really start to stiffen up at this 50-day moving average and up here near $2, as that was an area of support back at the ending part of last year and served as some resistance in the recent months. Still a big gap to fill after this nosedive in March, but I'm not concerned about that at this point. It's a bottom play, always risky. That means keeping a close eye on things, and that's for that support to hold and see how the stock reacts. If it can push through some initial resistance, then some tougher spots at the 50-day and this static resistance point. See, volume picked up just a hair on Thursday, 298,000 shares traded, a little bit of an increase over previous days, and I'll be looking for that to pick back up even more to see if people are showing this as a buying opportunity and lend to the idea of strength at $1.50. All in all, interesting bottom play. I like that positive divergence with the MACD, and it's one we'll be looking at to start next week to see how it performs. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the NVTL chart. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.